Hey everybody, happy Tuesday, welcome back. This is Elsinore, and I am excited to be playing it again. Now, we left off yesterday after doing an epic, like 2-hour loop. Like, that, the whole play session yesterday was all one loop. We had a couple of specific agenda items, and I was gonna go back and review the video, but I forgot to do it. So, early Thursday morning, go see Peter Quinn's. He's doing some kind of special thing for a bunch of kids. We were gonna... oh yes, Simona is supposedly living in the village, right? So we're gonna go try to find Simona. And then I feel like there was a third thing that we were going to try to do. I don't remember what it was. But we are also... there's a couple of other things that we could try, like going and seeing Othello early and following him, because we have like a quest associated with that. Try to keep Laertes from overthrowing Hamlet. That's a good goal, I think. I'm not 100% sure how to do it. Stop Laertes from leaving. That's also interesting. That's the thing that we could do Thursday morning. Oh, the other thing the third thing that I had on my agenda was more of a mechanical thing. What the heck is going to happen to Lady Brit? Peter Quince came to us and said, like, okay, you've solved this part of the game. You don't need to worry about it anymore. And I don't know what that means. So I think we'll find out in the course sort of what exactly that means. We can try to stop Laertes from leaving. That seems less pressing now that sort of it seems like he will come back regardless on whatever that was, maybe Saturday night or Saturday morning. All right, let's do it. Let's continue.
Back at the beginning again.
Back at the beginning again. The traitor is your own blood. Yes, yes.
What?
I like this. I like where the writing can sort of have fun with the premise of the time loop and express that through dialogue like this. Leave me be. I have things to do. I still haven't really figured out what I should say to Polonius here.
You mustn't.
I know.
Everything's all right. I mean, maybe that's just like a tutorial-y kind of thing. So where would Peter Quince be? He'd be out here, wouldn't he? Oh. Othello, Rosencrantz, and Guildenstern. Laertes is at the docks. I'm gonna go out to the grounds. Let's see if he shows up. Brit is on the map, so it didn't like erase Brit from the world or anything like that. What is this? Wait, what's happening here? Are you well this morning? Of course. Always up for a walk to lift the spirits. You're the only man who will take me for a stroll these days, Horatio. It's as though half the time these days my husband is concealed away in his chambers,
My
lost
queen.
in thought. These walks are a treat. Your beauty is so great that when people see us about, I look handsome just standing next to you. You flatter me. Okay. That he's a flatterer? I know nothing about you. Have you ever told me of yourself? My late husband often spoke of your prowess on the battlefield, but what before that? There's not much to tell, my lady. I'm but a poor foot soldier. Then I followed Hamlet to Wittenberg for a time. I didn't care much for the area, I'm afraid. No offense to your Bohemian heritage. No offense taken. I consider myself Danish now. But where were you born? Italy. Italy. What? So far from here. What's it like? Huh. Italy is hard to describe. Loud and hot, and at once brimming with quiet beauty. My father was a spice merchant in Venice, originally of Calicut. He sailed the route and took me with him often when I was a boy. I was in Calicut when it was in Calicut he met my mother. But their love was brief. Her pregnancy was a secret, and they were unwed. After I was born, my father absconded with me to Venice to save her reputation. Yeah, the body language here from Horatio is something? I wouldn't know. I saw her just once or twice when I was a boy. She was married off to another man. After that, father and I never saw her again. But my father loved me dearly. What of your life after that? Venice, India, Denmark? You've traveled perpetually.
My lady.
My lady, my secrets are the key to my charm. It's just a lot of nothing anyhow. I far prefer my life these days. Venice holds a certain painful memories for me. Sorry to hear that. Well, regardless, I'm glad you're here, as am I. Future event where Horatio and Gertrude have a heart-to-heart.
Goodbye.
When is that going to be? Friday in the grounds. Oh, is it because they do a walk? No, I guess just tomorrow. Okay. I don't know if they, same time tomorrow. I see. There we go. There's me learning about stuff. Okay. Alright. Still waiting. He would show up on the map is the thing. Like, if he was in town. It's gonna stop being Thursday morning pretty soon is the problem. Now it's Thursday afternoon. Here's Quince. What? Where'd you come from? What the heck? Are you looking forward to performing again in Elsinore? Of all the places a man can perform, none are so impressive as a royal castle. Of course, none are so hard to please as a royal court. Why mock the wrong face, and you surely lose a limb or three. I come here as often as I can. Each time I seem to find new inspiration. Senior performances, they are rather on point, aren't they? I could almost swear they were about real people. I do strive for believability, yes. I have my own patented technique. I sense, however, that you may have some familiarity with my work already. If you're interested in seeing me perform something special... Yeah... what I want is... Huh.
Quince.
I have reason to believe Lady Simona, Alexander's consort, still lives. quite familiar with her, yes. Quite a lively performer, that one. Most excellent outlook. Disappointed me greatly in the end. I'm afraid she's long gone from this game board. She exists outside my reach. Not even I could find her now. But as to whether she's alive, I'm certain the answer is yes. Please do let me know if you find her. That's an interesting distinction. Quince... Because Simona was trapped in a time loop earlier, and Quince obviously has something to do with that. Quince, I don't know what to ask you. How did I miss your play? Alright, well, let's go into town then. Perhaps I ought to tell the guard captain about your gambling ring. Yeah, okay, sweet. Maybe he deliberately doesn't show up on the map so that as a player I wouldn't see him just by looking at the map. That seems weird though. Okay, Simona. Do you know where Simona is?
Fellow.
I have reason to believe Lady Simona is alive. Do you know anything about someone by that name? Are you the one they call Lady Ophelia? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Othello. I've heard much about you. Oh, my apologies for not introducing myself. I forgot we hadn't met. Think nothing of it. I'm simply truly glad to have crossed paths. Regardless as to what you asked about, a Lady Simona can't say I do. There's an old hag by that name. Comes around every week on Sundays. Pious, quiet woman. Was I here last Sunday? She ought to be coming by this Sunday, in fact, later in the day. But she's no lady. Couldn't imagine she'd be the woman you're searching for. Othello and Ophelia now believe that Othello and Ophelia are acquainted. Holy shit, what is that? Okay, alright. So one of my things that I was gonna do was hang out with Othello. So let's hang out with Othello. Now we're acquainted. Let's just fast forward time and see what his day is like. We saw some of it yesterday. Say, we've been drinking all day. Oh, he's a storyteller. You only patronize my tavern for the stories I tell. Come, friends, you offend me. My ale is at least twice as good as the horse piss in the alley outside. Besides, you only want to hear a tale so you can doze off at my tables. Alright, here we go.
Many years ago.
As you may recall, I was a haggard sailor in my youth, and I spent my years in servitude to many captains. Some good, some evil, all greedy. Now it so happens that in the middle of a mysteriously stormy summer, our ship, the Titania, was called upon for a private mission. We were invited to the glistening palace of the Sultan himself and landed on the coast of Algiers soon after. There were women from his harem there to greet us, gilded and sinuous, clad all in white, and wine was poured, and we were plied with sweet music and song for all the long night. Long lost adventures, huh? Is that something I could talk to him about, maybe?
No. Let me remember.
The Sultan himself begged us to take a certain problem off his hands. A murderous witch, but a pregnant one. The vile witch Sycorax? The vile witch Sycorax had committed numerous bloody crimes against the Sultan, and for that he wanted her banished. He could not kill a woman with child, he said. He asked our crew to take her to an island far from his shores and leave her there forever, for magic cannot travel over the ocean. In return, we were each offered a mountain of gold, enough to last us 7 lifetimes over, if not more, as wealthy men. Damn. The first time she came aboard our ship in chains, we could see she was heavily with child. She stared at me, and I knew she could see all my thoughts laid bare. We pushed out from the Sultan's port that day and set sail. We chained her in the hold. 2 suns later, our captain died suddenly in the night. The men whispered that she had cursed him, but who were we to say? After all, the captain loved his rum and often drank to uselessness. This time he'd simply gone too far. By the time we had reached the Mediterranean, one man had gone insane and jumped overboard. One man had slit another's throat, then his own. This is like fucking Obra Dinn. Now, I had become the ship's captain by the crew's vote. Wait a minute. I went to visit the witch myself. She sat in the darkness of the hold, her hair limp, her eyes haggard, her gaze poisoned. Witch, I told her, I will free you from your chains and give you my cabin if you kill no more of my men. At that, she merely laughed. And what will I do then to entertain myself? You must give me something better. So I gave her all I had. If you leave my men alive, I said, I will tell you one story each night until we land on the island's shores. Scheherazade. She laughed again, but in the end she consented, and I spent every night telling her long tales, just as I sit here now, keeping her enthralled. That's pretty good. True to her word, no more of my men died, but when we approached shore, we were beset with a violent storm. The ship railed so wide on the waves, I thought we would certainly perish. Rain and hail pummeled us through the darkness as I maintained course. The lamps had all been sodden. Only lightning briefly lit our path forward, followed by screaming thunder. At last I saw land 100 meters out. And suddenly, out of nowhere, craggy rocks rose into the air. We were going to hit rock. We were going to drown. The ship shuddered and screeched. As men flew overboard, I heard their dying screams, and as I looked at the bow of the ship, I saw Sycorax. Sycorax was laughing, standing at the bow of the ship, unaffected by rain or the jerk of the now dead ship, just laughing and laughing and laughing. I ran to her and grabbed her by the shoulders. Witch, I screamed, you must save us from this hell! She looked at me then. The rain ceased, the waters calmed, the ship stabilized, and she smiled. You alone showed me kindness, she said to me. This island belongs to me now. Be gone, and take your life as your due reward. And then I awoke. I was covered in sand, lying on the shore of a mysterious beach. It was day, and the sun heated my back. I'd been there for God knows how long. As I crawled up onto the shore, I saw the white tip of the Sultan's palace breaking the tree line. I was in Algiers. I tried to tell him what I'd seen, but with no ship and no crew, he assumed I'd gone mad and deserted my men. He wouldn't hear my tale. With no gold and no ship and no crew, I left Algiers on foot, but I never forgot the blue-eyed hag or the gift she gave to me. Damn. We've been here all day. I like Othello. Good storyteller. Sycorax is the mother of Caliban from The Tempest, and also the name of a Doctor Who monster, of course. Oh, I can't even look at Hamlet. There, have a seat.
What can I get you?
What can I get you two ladies? Largest flagons of wine you can manage, sir. Call me Othello. Done and done. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hang out in the pub all day.
Ladies.
And assume that Lady Britt isn't gonna kill me somehow, and then see what happens on Sunday. You have that look about you, women troubled by men, which is a look I see every day in this bar. Hi, Kyla. It's her former lover. He's gone stark raving mad.
Ugh.
Did you see the way he was carrying on, Rosie? That strange, twitchy look in his eye? He's certainly changed quickly. Say, Rosie, you don't think he... Absolutely. I was thinking exactly that. But if that's true, then... Oh my goodness. How dare he? I cannot believe him. Oh, okay, good. Thanks, Othello. What are you talking about? Who is he? What has he done? And how do they know what the hell... what in the hell the other one's talking about? Well, you see, Gilda and this man have a long history, and it's not like him to act the way that he did when we spoke to him. He's hanging on to some secret, and we're not sure what it might be. Or maybe we are, because that secret is that he's in love with someone else. Yeah, we, to catch you up, we, fully intended to go see whatever play Peter Quince is going to put on early in the morning on Thursday, but couldn't find him. And so now we're hanging out in the bar all weekend. We're gonna make an event of it. These things have a way of happening, my ladies. Othello, what would you do if someone you loved found a new love of their own?
What?
Well, to be certain, I've never loved all that deeply. I prefer to think I have a free and open nature. I think men honest who seem to be so. Someone once told me I was easy to lead around, like a donkey. So I suppose I'd try to support the new union as best I could. Seems only fair, doesn't it? If you love that person, then you love the very act of them loving, because it brings them great happiness. And if the target of their love isn't you, then you must relinquish your feelings for the sake of their happiness. But that's so sensible and mature. I'm far too petty to think like that, ordinarily. You're a little wiser than you look, humble barkeep. He's right, though. Hamlet owes me nothing. Whatever's going on in his mind, he clearly has thought little of me lately. Then you should think only of yourself, too. Find someone new to love. Oh, that's all right, Rosie. You know I only ever really have eyes for you in the end. An eye for you, my little shadow. Goofs. Is he just singing to himself? Oh, yeah. Sing, willow, willow, willow. Apologies, my lady, I forgot myself. Can I get you something to drink? No, I was merely listening. It's a sad song, isn't it? A song about hopelessness? Yes, but so are many things at this age. You know, you remind me a little of the woman in the song. You have that air of sadness about you. You were singing alone. Do you not sing to music? I used to play the lute, but it's been a long time since I had one in working shape. My brother plays as well. He's quite the talent. That's so. Why, you should have him come down, and we'll raise a real hell sometime, seeing who is the master among us. I wonder if we can do that. That's interesting. Oh, should we get Peter Quince to do something weird? Let's do that. Let's do that, and then we'll come back to the bar. Did this. Don't know who would care about this. Really don't understand this one. Not into that. Yeah. What's wrong with Hamlet?
I see.
Sweet. This is where we've gotten an error in the past, but not this time, which is great. No. Okay, hanging out in the bar. What are you doing now? Oh, this is when Bernardo comes in. This is after Bernardo's, yes. Okay. It's after Bernardo's performance in Taming of the Shrew. I don't know how to kill Polonius. I have no idea how to do that. McDonald is a regular at the bar. I feel like my best bet for killing Polonius is the play, but that happens so late. What else could I do? Could I turn Brit against him somehow? Could I get him in trouble with Claudius to the point where he would get executed or something? I don't see it. Othello, what are you waiting for? Okay, yes, I've seen all of this. Hi. We're gonna do. And then he plays the lute. Good Lady Irma.
Othello?
Irma's... I don't think we saw this. Irma's got a spine of iron. She can talk to me any way she pleases. What shall we play this evening? So they also play cards. Brigand? What the fuck? What? Holy shit, what? I think Othello's about to kick some ass. Gentlemen, I see that reason has failed your master once more. For the last time, my word is good, but so long as my coin goes to the king, I've nothing to pay with. What more can I offer you? Holy shit,
Hello.
What? What just happened? Holy shit. Oh.
Fool.
Aimed for the heart, got him in the shoulder, half-wits. Quickly, I must bandage it. You, fetch me cloth.
Ah.
Okay, okay. Okay. I found some behind the bar. Quiet, hold him still.
Oh.
I do so despise blood. Then look away and let me work. This kind of thing you don't learn at that university of yours. Okay. Alright, so he's gonna survive. That should do it. He's lucky only his arm was pierced. Othello becomes upset but will recover overnight. Yeah, I bet.
My thanks.
You're too kind. Can't believe they got me so easily. I'm alright, friends. I feel better even as we speak.
Fool.
Don't move that arm. It's my sword arm. Am I not to defend myself against thugs? If you don't let it heal, you won't be alive to ask yourself such introspective questions.
Othello.
Othello, it may be time to consider alternative options. Hiding, for example, a thoroughly tried and true strategy, if not the most noble. You could go anywhere. Why, you could visit my hometown of Venice.
No.
Is that where Othello happens? Like where Othello is set? I don't remember. I'm not leaving. That's not up for discussion. You're more stubborn than even I. Irma, I think it's high time we retire for the evening. Let's leave Othello to lick his wounds. Okay. Yeah, we could
Ophelia.
tell Bernardo that Othello is in some kind of financial trouble.
Yes?
Is something wrong? You've got to come quickly. I believe the queen is a danger to herself at the moment. She needs you. What? Oh! I should have been there to see the play. I didn't go see the play. She's in the
Let's go.
graveyard. Take me to her.
Gerta.
Gerda, look at me. I can't. What's going on? She's been like this, mute, since, well... Hamlet is dead! Okay, so... Turning the play against Hamlet made him kill himself. Interesting. Interesting. Going word is he threw himself from the walls. The queen tried to stop him, but was unsuccessful. I don't think so. I think it's suicide. I think that I wish that we had gone and seen the play, I guess. But if we had done that, we probably would have missed the brigands. So I'm glad we did that. But my guess is that Quince put on a play about how fucking crazy Hamlet is being, and deepened his despair. I mean, he was already not well, and sort of drove him to suicide. That's my guess. Claudius had berated him cruelly for what he perceived to be rumor-mongering. Hamlet wasn't in his right mind, so Claudius maybe... yeah. She won't speak to anyone. I can imagine not. She's just lost her son. Is that Ophelia?
Ophelia.
He's dead. My little boy is dead. And he died hating me. I saw his face. How can that be possible? How can the little boy I poured my heart into want to hurt me so much? They bore him barefaced on the bier, and in his grave reigned many a tear.
My lady.
I'm so sorry, my lady. This is all my fault.
It's useless.
Cannot be your fault, my sweet. You were in the tavern all fucking day. I had hoped you would be my daughter in marriage someday. Now that day will never come to pass. My lady, we shall all reunite with our departed loved souls in heaven above. Until then, we shall pray for the boy he was.
Good night, sweet prince.
Good night, sweet prince. He may have been led astray in the end, but we will remember him as he was before.
Gertrude.
I berated the boy, but he did the deed himself. His mind was broken. I was merely the last straw on his back. Okay, that's a defense. Why must you blame me? Ophelia, please don't let him near me.
Claudius!
Not another step, Claudius.
No.
You are my wife. I made a vow to protect you, and I'll uphold that vow no matter what. Oh, shit! Whoa! Okay, hail Claudius.
Brother killed.
I did not expect this. What is that? The spirit.
Oh, brother.
You cannot escape the eye of heaven, brother. I came not to bring peace, but to bring a sword. And now you have murdered my son, my only child, my greatest treasure. This is madness. This is
Come
it.
on, then.
I put you in the grave once, and I'll damn well do it again.
Die.
Yeah, stab that ghost. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh. I mean, very true to Hamlet. Like, okay, Horatio. Oh no, Horatio. Oh no, Horatio. Look upon me. Did Christ not say, surely I am with you always, as am I with you. My black touch descends on your sullied court.
Why?
Why are you doing this? Ophelia. How strange and peculiar that you and I should meet now, at the end of time, at the end of this world. Find me on the first night. You are too late for this fragment to exist. It will soon melt. Oh no, he's gonna stab me now. You stupid ass. Did you not... Ugh.
Greetings.
Okay, here we go. That was amazing. That was awesome and wild and entirely unexpected. Okay, so now I don't know what Quince is doing here. It's gonna make it harder probably for me to find him doing his play wherever that is. But then Thursday night I should go to the graveyard and see if the ghost is there. Had quite a nasty surprise back there, didn't you? I see you've become acquainted with a good friend of mine. Yeah, King Hamlet. I thought he was dead.
Ooh.
Oh, he was. Is. But death isn't quite so linear as all that, as you've no doubt observed. You see, you both share some unfinished business, as do I. What business is that? Same business which keeps you trapped in this world, repeating indefinitely. And so shall it continue until you follow this thread where it might lead.
Wait.
What's happened to Hamlet? His eyes, they're empty. He is, shall we say, on pause. What does that mean? One moment. Oh, like on pause because Quince is there. Because, like... Yes, right, okay. Just on... Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, dear God, my mother.
Worms and wriggling earth.
All I can see is bile and
Listen.
rot everywhere. Listen, Hamlet, your father's ghost, I've seen him too. I believe you, Hamlet. I believe you saw your father's spirit. You're not insane. This is my friend Peter Quince. Now tell me, where did you see this spirit and when? It was on the castle walls, wasn't it? Midnight on the walls. It was around the witching hour. But how did you... So not the graveyard. So I should go to the walls at midnight. Such a feeble, tender-hearted boy, that one. I shall leave you to it, then.
Till then.
You know where to find me, as always. I really don't, is the thing. Give me a map. Give me a map with Peter Quince on it. God damn it. Hamlet now believes that Ophelia believes that the ghost of King Hamlet is real. Hamlet now believes that Ophelia believes that there are rumors of a ghost. And Ophelia learns more about the spirit. Ophelia learns more about the playmaster, who is not on the map. Alright, what do you think? Great Hall? That is where he does all of his performances. But there's like a council meeting really soon. So I'm going to say Castletown Streets. That's what I'm going to say.
Ophelia!
Don't think I missed Hamlet leaving your room. I know. Yes. Alright. Yeah. I did talk about not trying to get Laertes not to leave. I feel that less pressingly now that I know he will return. But that is a thing still that we could do. Alright, I don't see Peter Quince here. Not here. And Gertrude and Claudius don't meet in the whatever room, it seems like, until like 9:30. So maybe it's there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It is here. It is here. Oh, sweet. Gather round, ladies and gentlemen, spirits and sprites. Welcome to the performance at the edge of the world. I call this script
The Mirthful Merchant.
The Mirthful Merchant. Once there was a strange little man who collected and sold strange little trinkets. Of course, the toys weren't strange to him, for every strange thing is beloved unto someone else. And the merchant made it his life's endeavor to find an owner who would love every odd thing he ever found. He traveled the wide world, handing out his wares. Painted wooden shoes for the legless man, an ugly little doll for the bereaved mother. He gave sugar to the gumless old woman and wooden teeth to the prettiest village girls. Every man, woman, and child who received a gift had to laugh in a lopsided, crooked way, for they had been given the gift most incompatible with them, and that brought them a perverse joy. But all this time within him gnawed an incurable loneliness, a hatred of himself so deep and so dark he could scarcely tell night from day. He moved through the world in a fog, handing out his gifts, collecting some others here and there, bearing a solemn wish of his own. The wish to die. Yes, this merchant had never felt any semblance of happiness, no matter how grateful the recipients of his gifts might be. And one night he lay himself down on the shore of a foreign beach, and he lay there until the night was dark and silent. The tide came up and washed over his face. Even still, he did not move. The tide grew powerful and swept his bag of trinkets out to sea, but still he did not move. There's a weird, like, Twilight Zone, Outer Limits merchant who hates himself and wants to die. And now he's laying on a beach. And as the waves carried him out to sea again, he lay still, and he sank down and down and down into the depths. Oh, Zyvo, you missed the yes, sorry. Yes. Somebody do a recap for Zyvo of the whole thing, because you did miss a pretty wild loop last time. He felt his soul rise like the last lingering air bubble, shifting and squirming in the muck on the ocean floor. At the bottom of the black waters, he heard a voice, and it sang to him. It was the voice of God, or perhaps all the gods who had ever been and would ever be. And this Almighty bore the merchant back in his arms, back to shore, back to the sand, and he left the merchant sleeping on the shore. When the merchant awoke, he found the sack of trinkets sitting behind him on the sand, but it was empty. No, he realized, not empty. There was one item in the bottom, a trinket just for him, a special, life-giving object. It filled him with utter glee. Yes, turning this object in his hands, he knew for certain the gods had given it to him so he could no more throw it away than part with his own beating heart. For this trinket was utterly incompatible with him in every way. It bestowed eternal life, and it whispered to him that he must write stories, marvelous stories. Each of these stories would take on a life of its own. In this way, he was not just condemned to live forever. No, he must create life. For all stories are worlds, and there can be no worlds truly without life.
Yes.
The merchant took to the road, and he traveled all around the world, telling stories and creating life. A century passed, then another. And as the years passed, he grew stronger. His mastery only increased. What a treat, this infinite gift. What a joy. For he so loved bringing together the story threads in pleasing ways, and over the years he had become quite talented at it, dare he say. But then one day, his prized trinket was stolen from him. Brutally taken and hidden. He searched the land far and wide, but even after many decades passed, he found nothing at all. And so, unable to move on, he languished. He could no longer create beautiful stories. His master's tool had been taken away. Meanwhile, the ripples of his lost trinket were felt by all those around him. He felt its gift upon them, the gift of eternal life, but to them it was no gift at all. It was a terrible curse. That is the end of our tale. Thank you, everyone, thank you. There's no one else.
Quince?
Quince, I don't understand. What does all this mean? I wish I could tell you. I don't even know myself. Let us merely say that we are odd friends under unfortunate circumstances, you and I. I must apologize for the situation you find yourself in now. I certainly never intended this outcome. But, well, here you are, and until my trinket returns, it can't be helped. Good day. I wonder what the trinket is. Let me think a moment. Quince is stuck in time, just like me. But I knew that already. He's looking for something, some kind of object, a trinket, and he's trapped like me until he can find it. He must be talking about the book my mother mentioned in her testament. That's right. I need to find and meet Simona. If I can accomplish that, maybe I can make headway. Okay. Ophelia now believes that Quince experiences time loops. Ophelia learns more about the Playmaster. So, I should... Oh, fucking brigands, man. I should be sure to come back. That was a Thursday at 10? Oh, no. Oh, they must have...
Of course.
Before the Lord come the Barking Hounds, I suppose. Can that master not come see me himself? So they come today with a warning, and then they come tomorrow. I've told him I'd pay him. Well, when I have the coin, I intend to keep my word. The Danish king has squeezed every coin from my pockets in tax to fuel his lavish wedding. He's a rich man, and I a poor one. That's the way of the world. I have nothing to give you yet. Can we not settle this reasonably? One day, that's all you get. Today we're giving you your warning. Tomorrow we'll be less kind.
I see.
So you have no reasonable intent whatsoever, merely the thuggish rallying cry of more coin. And you intend to brutalize me regardless, as if I could grind gold out of the stones in the floor of this old inn. Okay.
Go.
Get out. Can I talk to Othello?
Greetings.
I hear you've been beset by thugs of late. One of them is still in the doorway. Yes. Introductions. That wasn't what I asked. Haven't you asked the city guard for assistance? You should well know, my lady, the guard doesn't help people like us. To them we look better smeared beneath their heels. Listen, I know some of them personally. Maybe they'll help me. What about Long Lost Adventures?
Please.
Heard you speaking of your adventures. Can you tell me more? I must admit, the bulk of my tales are to an audience. I'll have to charge you a very steep price if you want a private story. Got a little coin on me. I was talking about your company and private conversation. The attention of a fair woman is all the prize in the world. If the sad old tales of a washed-up sailor are of interest to one as fair as you, come see me at midnight when the bar closes. We'll speak further then. Okay, well, not tonight. First night is tonight. We're gonna go meet a ghost.
My prince.
I don't care about you guys. I like the shadows. I don't know that I've really noticed them before. Okay, what am I? I'm waiting for 24. Hamlet said I could meet the ghosts on the walls at midnight. It's nearly time now. Luckily, I arrived early. Yeah, I did. That was my plan. That was my whole thing. Hi, ghost.
Spirit.
Are you here?
Indeed.
I am that body once called King Hamlet. It does look just like Hamlet's father. Do you remember me, my lord? In vague silhouettes and shadows, memory and death is a struggle. It is faint and infrequent. I recall you were a young girl once. Such a rambunctious child. I knew you then. Yes, you did. There's something I need to confirm. You also experience time repeating. I do. In the graveyard, you told me to meet you here, now. That was a different world. Yes, a world now forever locked behind time's barrier. You came to protect Gertrude. The desire to see her safe is often the only thing powerful enough to rouse me. But in this world, she does not even know of my existence. Would that she and I could speak alone just once. I have only a single selfish request. I don't know how to make that happen. But it may be of use to you.
What is it?
Seek out your father. Watch what he does when he believes he is alone. My notes taken by him out of love, out of protection, they contain the terrifying details of my ordeal. Details I cannot recall, things too hazy to remember fully. But that ordeal is the reason I still linger trapped here. Find the notes and there may be freedom for us both. I mean, I kind of already knew that. You're saying you don't remember any of this. How can that be possible?
I cannot.
There are stronger forces than I at work, even now. I can only hold my form for so long. Everything from before I walked these walls is distant. Find those pages. They rest in your father's care, please. Okay, I acquired the information in the King's Notes. That's good, because that means that I can talk to people about them specifically. So maybe I can talk to Polonius about them. Alright, Ghost. Ghost does not appear on the map. Can I talk to the ghost? Oh, I can talk to the ghost. Interesting.
Simona.
Your father's consort is still alive, but not in Elsinore. What became of her? It wasn't spoken of in my lifetime. Even Claudius and I have never passed her name between us. My mother, terrible bloody deeds were committed. My father was a cruel and greedy man. I do not know her whereabouts, but if she left Elsinore, she must have passed through town.
Goodbye.
I am confined to these walls. I may not leave the board's edges. A lot of talk about this world as a game, which is interesting.
Spirit.
What do you know of Peter Quince, the Playmaster? The details are indescribably hazy. It's hard to remember. But I recall that he was kind to me, kinder than I deserved, considering I was not able to help him. Help him with what? Something about a book. It was a pressing request of his, something I could not find. My memories drift away like fog. Retrieve my final writings from your father. Perhaps then we can make sense of this nothingness. So I should do that and then come back? What about what you did to my mom? I found out what you did to my mother. Your mother? When the plague came, don't you remember? Death is a wall, very little permeates it. Well then, allow me to refresh your memory. You sent my mother, the only woman who looked after your mother in her final moments, the wife of your chief advisor, to her death. When she was sick, you could have kept her in the castle. You could have had your servants bathe her with cool cloths or bring her water when she vomited. And at night, a fire if she shivered. Isn't that what all sufferers deserve? Compassion. She might have survived then. She might have made it. But you didn't do that. Instead, because she was not herself nobility, you ordered that she be sent to a sanitarium far from her family. And she died in pain, alone, far from anyone she loved. You're lying. You do remember, don't you? I am ashamed. But I cannot hide the truth. All I can do is offer my deepest apologies. My decision was clearly in error. Polonius and I never spoke of it at the time, but... Your apology means nothing now that both you and she are dead. And it wouldn't help anything. It was a long, long time ago. I would understand if you no longer spoke to me.
No.
I need you, and you need me. You can make it up to me by helping me survive this. Help me keep the people I love alive. That's how you can make this right.
Ophelia.
In that case, I am at your service. Alright, well... Oh, Polonius is at the graveyard. Okay, well... the plan is to let things run their course. So that nobody unexpectedly dies. And Simona comes to the tavern on Sunday. But I can hang out here.
Learn.
Father,
Can I stop him?
stop!
No one must know.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh! But wait! But wait! Could I tell Claudius about this before it happens? And then would Claudius overreact to that and imprison or kill Polonius? And then... I don't know. Polonius no longer believes that there exists some secret strange notes written by King Hamlet. Polonius now believes that Polonius destroyed some secret documents. Hey, Polonius, can I ask you about the King's notes?
Father.
I know that you have in your possession the journals of King Hamlet. Can I see them?
What?
I have the what? How could you know?
Please?
Never mind that. I need to see them, Father. Please, it's urgent. They're stored and locked in my personal chest, Ophelia. I find it eerie that you would know of such a thing. They've been destroyed. The ashes are still warm, in fact. I saw to it last night that such documents can cause no harm. The things they discuss, they could tarnish the reputation of the king forever, brand him a lunatic. I can't have that, not with the court in such a delicate state. So I'm too late. He's gone and burned them. If you burn them Thursday evening, perhaps there's a way I can stop him. I've missed my chance to salvage those notes in this world. Okay, so... That's Friday night, though, right? Oh, no, that's Thursday night. Friday early morning. Okay. So, I can confront Polonius about this in the morning. Thursday morning, I mean. And... maybe I can try to have him killed. That I don't feel great about that. Oh yeah, I can do the Bernardo thing. The thing is, here's the thing about that. I don't want to change stuff too much because I want to make it to Sunday.
Captain.
Othello, the barkeep in town, has been beset by thugs. Can't you do anything?
My apologies.
We don't ordinarily have jurisdiction over the town. I know Othello. He ought to ask his local guards for protection. He's tried. None of them will stand by him. And how did you hear about this man's case exactly? How do you know Othello?
Ophelia.
Ophelia! You've been rummaging around in town alone with that barkeep. Well, now I'm obligated to send Marcellus down for your own safety if you're making friends with criminals. My lady, be aware you are making things very difficult for all of us. Be safe, please. I just want to make sure he's alright. Am I still going to be able to make it to... Okay, Bernardo and Othello now believe that Othello's bar must be defended. Ophelia learns about a future event. When is this? Like 8 p.m. at the Flint and Steel? Okay. Guess I'll go there. We'll see what happens with those, brigands tomorrow. Today. Is it gonna be now? Is he gonna... There's gonna be a card game and the brigands are gonna come in during the card game, I guess? Okay, there's a brigand. Waiting for, things to go down. There's Marcellus and Bernardo, Horatio and Irma. Good Lady Irma, so glad you could join us.
Othello?
All of this. And then the brigands come in. Time's up, old fool. Can't shirk payment forever. Friends, please stay here.
Gentle.
Hey, Bernardo and Marcellus to save the day. Lord Bernardo? I see we were wise to become involved. Lady Ophelia, are you unharmed?
Captain.
It's not me you need to worry about. Very well then, Marcellus, take these brigands to the dungeon. They'll be tried for extorting an innocent man.
Yes.
Okay. Come on then, gents. Both of you.
Othello.
Are you alright?
Yes.
I'm fine thanks to your vigilance. It would seem I've got at least one angel smiling upon me. I'm sure Bernardo and Marcellus are happy to help. Ugh. With this threat summarily dispatched, I will be returning to my regular duties, such as preventing imminent political collapse. Ophelia, mind you don't get into any other business which would be unseemly for a lady of your status. And I'm watching you too, Othello.
Of course.
Of course, my lord Bernardo, the lady will be safe in safe hands with those thieves gone. All right. Cool beans. Now what, guys? Okay, well now it's midnight. Othello, do you want to, this thing? Okay. Was that was a Thursday night only proposition? Okay. I just want to make sure that nothing triggers here. But it seems like no. What?
My lady,
Oh, okay, yes, Polonius is dead.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
Ophelia.
your father's dead. Yeah, we know. No, Bernardo, that's quite alright. I'll see him again soon enough. I can only hope so. May we all be reunited in heaven. Heaven, of course. My father, there was something he wanted me to have. A key to the chest in his room. Wait. Whoa, wait. Can I keep it? Do I get... What? It's yours now. It's the least I can do. I'm truly sorry, Ophelia. I must inform the rest of the castle. Sure? No, not really. I'd rather be alone right now. What? I mean, I have to at least go look. Okay, so what just happened? I forgot that they were gonna go take a walk together. Polonius died. This is the first time that Polonius has died since our very first loop, where I also didn't immediately die. So we got the key to his chest, which we are supposed to get when he dies. Now, I don't think there's anything in here because we already burned it. But it does make me want... I mean, like, we don't get to keep that key, right? Yeah, nothing but ashes. I've often heard him open and close it in the evenings. I know he had something in there, but I'm too late. Okay. Okay. Great. Useless. We're going to have to kill him earlier. Which makes me, frankly, uncomfortable. On our way to town, let's see if this is still happening. His mind's all strange at the moment. He's killed a man. No court will want him. He shall be an outlaw in reputation, if not in name. I fear for his immediate future. Horatio, what will I do? I just... Whatever is to happen to my son, when it has been done, I am sure all things will be made right in the end. Everything will be all right, my lady. You must hope so. I certainly do. Okay. That's Saturday. Hey, where's Bridget? Or sorry, Brit. What's her name? Birgitta, something like that. I'm just curious. What her deal is now. God, I hope this doesn't break everything. No, you've been leaking information at Fortinbras. Does anyone else know? Suppose it doesn't matter. I knew this would come eventually. Let them hang me then. Run and tell the king. I don't want you to be executed, believe it or not. Then why are you speaking to me about this? Why not just turn me into the king directly? Did you learn something? Huh. Where the hell's Claudius going? Where's everybody going? It's time we bid goodbye to Denmark once and for all. This will be good for you, Hamlet. Just like the old days again, we'll be running through London, in and out of trouble. All the diplomatic immunity, none of the downsides. When you say it like that, it almost sounds like this isn't a banishment. Oh, right. Let us all make no mistake. My uncle is sending this monster where I cannot cause further harm.
Farewell.
Farewell, my dearest nephew. May your journey be swift and uneventful, and may you be delivered quickly to England's arms. Terribly poetic of you.
Ophelia.
I'm now away to England, perhaps never to return. I hesitate to even ask if you'll think of me, if you'll miss me. That's an unfair question, isn't it? I suppose it is. For whatever little it's worth, I'm sorry about all that happened with your father. I truly am.
To England.
Farewell for now, Hamlet. For now, perhaps forever. Hamlet, why so dismal? This is our chance to embark on a new adventure. Yes, a new life, a new journey in England. Let's be off. I sense a storm coming on. Okay, so in the play, Claudius gives Rosencrantz and Guildenstern a note to, I guess, the King of England, that saying that they are to execute Hamlet when he arrives. Hamlet discovers it, switches it out for a forged note that says Rosencrantz and the King of, I guess, England should kill Rosencrantz and Guildenstern instead, and then comes back to Elsinore. But I don't remember what the timeline on that is. Does that happen? Like, is he going to leave today and come back tomorrow? Does the rest of the play out this weekend? Or is it actually this not where the... Yeah, because Ophelia dies near the end of the play. Like, not... Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Or maybe if Ophelia doesn't die... Maybe I'm confused about how this works. Shit, I don't remember. I gotta look up Hamlet. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, well, it's Saturday at noon. Let's wait until tomorrow. I guess we'll see if Hamlet comes back, maybe. Laertes! You must be the one they call Othello. So it would seem you must be the one they called Lord Laertes. Lord Laertes. It was always a funny title. I suppose I am now a duke, aren't I?
Yes.
Unfortunate news about your father, my lord.
Father.
He was a good man, the best sort of man, a stalwart advisor, and a wonderful father. What sad luck that our ship was delayed in its leave of harbor. I was presented with a letter the moment I stepped ashore here. Wait, so... He didn't even go... What happened? I still don't know how he died. The letter didn't mention more than his murder, though I have my suspicions. Oh no. Othello, don't. A black-hearted rumor floats around town, my lord. I desire you hear it from a kind voice first. Your sister, perhaps. She's standing right over there. You and I are brothers of a kind. What is this vile rumor?
My lord.
The people whisper he was murdered, my lord, by the king's hand.
I see.
Somehow I can't find it in me to be surprised. Here I assume that bastard Hamlet would have done the deed, but the king is his blood, and murderers tend to generate more of their kind. I suppose woes spring forth other woes wherever they might land, and I sense more are soon to follow. Although I don't know you well, I wish you fortune and in whatever you may find when you make your return. And I welcome it. I've really no idea what's happening. I suppose I'll find out. Laertes no longer wants to destroy Hamlet. Laertes now wants to destroy King Claudius. Laertes no longer believes that Hamlet killed Polonius. Interesting. Laertes now believes that Claudius killed Polonius. I wonder if that would have somehow played out differently if we hadn't saved Othello. Because it's not like he wouldn't still have been here. I think he still would have been here. Look at me, not half a day back from France, and all I can think about is murder. The longer I must linger among awful men, the closer I grow to them. Well, fine then, let it suit my bloody purpose. Who started that rumor? I don't know. I don't know where that rumor would have come from. Maybe Othello heard it wrong? It's time. I should have been king. The post was always rightfully mine. Hamlet's mad. The people always hated Claudius. Who better than myself to rule?
Someone must pay.
Time to take what belongs to me. Interesting. Ophelia, I've returned. Ought you be in Paris by now? I was at port in Elborg when I heard the news. No one's harmed you. You know where to find me. That is to say, here by the fire. I'm not ready to return to Elsinore just yet. Oh, he's shattered. I can never talk to him. Shit. Okay, well, fine. Then we hang out in the bar. And nothing happens. What is Lady Britt doing?
Ophelia!
What are you doing out here? I was taking an evening stroll. What about yourself? I was having a nice personal break from my mountain of courtly duties until you came along. Stop following me. Strange. I mean, strange indeed. I don't know whether that's because of whatever Peter Quince did, or I don't know what that's all about. Ah, Ophelia. Convenient to run into you. Where are you off to? Hamlet's returned against all odds. He sent word to me to meet him. He did ask for you too, seeing as how you're not dead. Though I wasn't certain if I'd find you, or if you'd want to see him even if I did. He's not in England? Something's gone horribly wrong, though I know not what. Well, shit, if I do this, I'm gonna miss... Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it even if it means...
Greetings!
We do some bullshit after this. Okay, I have returned. Of course, I trust things had fared excellently in my absence. Certainly been quiet, if nothing else. A little too still. Good, things are about to awaken once more. My dear uncle wants me murdered just as he did my father. I beg your pardon. I uncovered his treachery nearly the moment we set sail. I had a sneaking feeling something was amiss. He sent a note, along with Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, to the Queen of England, ordering her to hang me upon arrival. For what reason? In the interest of betterment of our two nations' friendship, or some sort of rubbish of that nature. I must believe Rosencrantz and Guildenstern intended to bear this letter to England and carry out these orders at my uncle's behest. I thought them my friends. More the fool am I. Nevertheless, They're all out-handed. I changed the letter to order them killed instead. But how? Certainly it bore the king's seal. I still have my father's signet ring. It was simple. Alarmingly so. Then we were besieged by pirates. Oh, pirates. Just outside the Sound, and they took me as their hostage. Pirates? Surely you cannot be serious. Extraordinarily serious, Horatio. Once they learned my identity, I promised to send them a good fortune and safe harbor if they deposited me here, and so they have. So Rosie and Gil are dead? Are they? I mean, were they captured by pirates, or... If not now, then when they reach England, they'll perish then, just as they wanted from me.
Horatio.
Horatio, with all that's happening, who doesn't want me dead? Who can I trust? Me, your lordship. That I have no doubt, and Ophelia has made her hatred towards me quite clear. I feel like that's not totally fair. In that way, she's safe as well. Better a former paramour turned sour than one whose alignment is ambiguous. Oh, okay. That's why I summoned you both, to make you aware that my return to Denmark is one great intent.
Now then.
In my heart there's been a kind of fighting that won't let me sleep. I shall no longer hesitate in bringing down my uncle. He that killed my king and whored my mother, popping between the election of my hopes. I cannot let this canker of our nature come to further evil. Hamlet, you know, Laertes has a standing challenge to duel you. I believe the king is behind it somehow.
Of course.
When did that happen? And of course, I cannot refuse, as they both well know. I guess I didn't follow Laertes around. Maybe he went and met with Claudius or something. I cannot refuse, as they both well know. It is intended to murder me and not to out any honor of mine, I see. Divinity shapes our ends. So be it, friends. We'll duel. Ophelia acquires the information the ship plot fails. Hamlet no longer believes that Hamlet has gone to England. Ophelia learns more about a journey at sea. Okay, well, I can talk to Rosencrantz and Guildenstern about that, I guess. Okay, guys. I'm not gonna go with you to see how all of this ends. I think there's a duel and a tremendous amount of poison involved. Who the hell are you? Oh, shit! Okay. Here's Fortinbras. If you flee, you'll be killed. It's time. Begin the siege. Oh, shit. I guess I shouldn't have come out to town. Fuck. Okay. Well,
How curious.
and what have we here? It's a hostage. Who are you, dressed in fine clothing? Ah, dark little noblewoman. I've heard of you, Lord Polonius's daughter. Headed up to the castle to tell the king about our siege, it would seem. My lady, the old ways are over. Your family means nothing now. The reign of Norway begins today. Submit to me, and there is no need for useless bloodshed. I do not wish your life.
No.
If you're waiting for fear or deference, I'll show you neither. You're attacking my home and my family. If you so issue violence, what's all this? Did not come here for debate. I came to take action against a tyrant. If you would defend him, so be it. Men, keep her in our custody indefinitely. Well, the world's about to end, so, okay.
Hamlet.
Okay. The timing was perfect to prevent you from seeing Simona. Absolutely. So, Okay, couple things. Somehow I'm gonna have to stop Fortinbras from invading Denmark in order to meet Simona. Seems like a lot. He claims that he is there to stop a tyrant. I wonder if he would come, or if he would come the same way if Claudius was dead, which I know how to do. And the ascendancy of the throne was uncertain because Hamlet, whatever nobles. So maybe that's a thing. Thursday, what a concept. Okay, all right. Well,
What?
Lord Fortinbras' invasion is frightening and powerful, unaffected by internal affairs. His march seems to signal the abrupt end of my timeline. Even if I am still alive, then what is keeping me here? What traps me in these 4 days? Why must I languish in this hell? It's not fair. None of this is right. There has to be a way out. There has to be. Perhaps doing the spirit's bidding and finding King Hamlet's notes is the way forward. It's a good hint. If whatever's in those notes can raise the dead, they're certainly powerful. Ophelia now believes that Fortinbras will invade. Do I have access to any of this? Prince Fortinbras' threat. So I can talk to... Oh, no. Yeah, no. Hearsay. Fortinbras will invade. I can talk to... I don't know what to do with this information. I could talk to Claudius about it. Whatever. I don't know. I don't really care about the politics. I want to do this thing. So I can go talk to Polonius about the king's notes. I could talk to other people about Othello, just for fun. Man, there's a lot here. What are my... I guess I have done some things. Okay, so I could talk to Claudius about... I could just try to, like, knock off some of these. Let me go talk to Polonius. He's right outside anyway, isn't he? Hey, Polonius.
I know.
Forget all of that. Let me ask you about this. No. None of this. Okay, let me ask you about the king's notes.
Father.
I know that you have in your possession the journals of King Hamlet. Can I see them? Have the what? How could you know?
Please.
Never mind that. I need to see them. They're stored and locked in my personal chest. Find it eerie you would know of such a thing. I don't know how you learned about them, but they're best left unread, the court in such a delicate state. Thought no one but I knew of their existence. If that's not true, then I have some unfinished business to attend to. Oh, God, is he going to burn them right now?
Leave me.
Polonius now believes that Ophelia believes there exist some strange notes. Ophelia learns about a future event. in which Polonius discards painful memories. Is it right now? Yeah, it's right now. God damn it. No, don't do that. Ugh. Annoying. Okay. Alright, no, that's...
Stop!
No one must know.
Alright, well, I already fucked up this run. Yeah, alright. I mean, I was hoping that, like, I don't know. I was trying to see if there was some way that I could salvage that, but really, there's not, so...
Ophelia.
Yeah,
I know.
You wouldn't talk to me like that if you knew what I was about to do. Bernardo has a key. No, ah, he's so fast. Here we go. All right. I saw my father burning some documents in his room. You were saying about a spy? What? Documents of what origin? No, it matters not. Whatever he has to hide, all roads must be pursued. I'll have Bernardo bring your father in for a conversation immediately. Polonius now believes that Bernardo wishes to meet. Ophelia learns about a future event where Bernardo questions. Polonius... no, hold on. This is what I wanted. Bernardo, okay, alright, well... This doesn't seem to be going the direction that I...
My lord.
My good Lord Polonius, a pleasure as always. How can I help?
Now.
Lord Polonius, you've always been closest to the crown. Do you know of anyone who might threaten the safety of our court? I do have some rather troubling news to announce at this morning's court pertaining some possible treason occurring under our noses. It is eerily opportune you came to visit me. I'm afraid I know precious little. I'm by His Majesty's side all day. And what of the times when you aren't by His Majesty's side? I'll be curt, Lord Polonius. We have it on good word that you were spotted discarding documents in private. Was King Claudius ever privy to these documents? And if not, what cause would you have to hide them? Cannot say. My word prevents me.
See.
You must understand how this appears, my lord. You, the king's most trusted advisor, withholding this during wartime. I'm no spy, Bernardo. Then prove it. Tell me what was in those documents. You've brought this upon yourself then, whatever the king decides. Were I you, I'd prepare to make a statement before His Majesty, one which is better than what you just told me. Polonius becomes upset. Polonius now believes that Bernardo believes that Polonius destroyed some secret documents, but he didn't, because it's still Thursday morning. Bernardo now believes that Polonius is the spy. Ophelia learns about a future event in which Bernardo places his father under arrest. Ophelia learns about a future event in which Polonius discards painful memories. Unlikely event. Okay. Ah, okay. King holds court. Wait, I'm confused. So, what is going to happen is that the king holds court about recent events. Polonius discarding painful memories has become unlikely because he's going to be under arrest. Oh, but now he's going to do it Thursday night. And then he's going to get put under arrest on Thursday. Okay, well... how do I stop him from doing this? Bernardo, this was like your whole deal. You're just going to let him actually go do the thing that I already accused him of? Okay. Seriously, you're just gonna go upstairs right now? Okay. I don't think I have...
Fortinbras.
I don't think I have a hearsay event about the journals themselves. I think I just have the one where he burns them. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Fortinbras has decided there's no need to continue the bad blood between our nations. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I also have a grievance. Oh, what's your grievance?
Speak.
Hamlet.
Yeah. Okay.
My lady.
Ah.
Of course.
King's notes.
My king.
My father has in his possession some notes written by King Hamlet before his death. Do you know how I might be able to read them? Notes written by my brother. See, the problem with this is that how does this result in me actually getting to read them? Right? Like, I was trying to get Polonius killed, and I don't think this takes me to that. The king punishes Polonius for hiding his brother's notes. Okay, well, maybe. Father and king plan to catch Hamlet. King punishes Polonius. Polonius discards painful memories. And I guess we'll see what this is. Yeah, I can go back and try to reverse the order of that. I'm not convinced that that's gonna make a difference.
My king.
Polonius.
Evening, Polonius. I've come from a most fascinating conversation. On what topic? Loyalty. As I understand it, you have some personal writings my brother may have left behind. Did I not ask, upon his death, that all of his remaining belongings be turned over to me immediately? You did. I don't know what you speak of, my lord. I turned everything over, truly. Did you? Is it possible you have hidden something from me still? That chest of yours, the one by the fire. Open it!
I can.
Now then.
Open it or spend an evening in a darkened cell as we take the keyring off your neck. What is gonna happen now? There, it is open. And here you have its contents. This is certainly his handwriting. I know, but I wanted those.
What is this?
What is this rambling nonsense? This is lunacy. Sheer lunacy. There's no sense in it. He sounds like a raving madman. Half of this is indecipherable. This is what my brother left behind? Well then, so be it. This is no threat to me.
Goodbye.
Let the flames take it all. Did anyone else read them? What's my stealth score? Can I just steal his keyring? Good riddance to that drivel.
What?
Some of that was fiction, certainly, but my Lord Hamlet spoke of dying by your hand. Oh, shit. I do not believe that is a falsehood.
Magnificent.
So my brother suspected me, did he? I can't imagine how. Never was especially sharp in knowing what I felt about him. No, sorry. No. I can hardly imagine what would have come from it had my wife or nephew seen those notes. Okay. What a blessing it is that we spared them such pain. I will always know the truth. You may wear the crown, Claudius, but so long as you do, your brother will be my only king.
I see.
Interesting. Well, am I to understand then that you intended to use these notes to have me declared a murderer? Originally, I held on to them for that purpose. I wanted to see you brought to justice. But I have my daughter and son to think about. One of them is right here in this room. Ophelia, do you want to come be a part of this conversation? I have no interest in that now. Why, I misjudged you, old fool. Seem age does come with wisdom. Make no mistake, it would have ended very poorly for you, and for Ophelia too. I suggest you consider your next steps very carefully, my good Duke. If ever your tongue starts to loosen, I want you to drink a glass of something stiff, and imagine what your children's corpses might look like. Damn. And then I want you to leave Elsinore permanently.
You're vile.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just speak up.
Huh.
It's in my nature, sweet Ophelia. Don't begrudge me for it. Good night, my lord, my lady. Well, Polonius is shattered. Claudius is busy. I mean, it's already done, Polonius.
Father.
I don't know what your deal is.
Stop.
It's fine.
No one must know.
Okay.
Back at the beginning again.
Go, Hamlet. You're
What?
distraught. You need time alone. I'm gonna go blow off my dad.
Ophelia.
Blah, blah, blah.
I know.
Okay. Where'd he go? Hamlet. Oh, interesting. King's notes. Let's do that. King Hamlet evidently wrote some notes before his death, which my father now has hidden.
Hamlet.
What do you know of them? It's true, your father's spirit told me as much.
My father?
My father's spirit spoke to you too, then I believe it.
Huh.
There would be no reason to keep those private if they existed, unless, Ophelia, do you think your father might be trying to hide something from me? Something about my father's death? I heard him say as much. But Hamlet, please don't be rash. I think I better go see that dear old fool. Hamlet now believes there exists some secret strange notes written by King Hamlet. Okay. Right? Is this going to happen? No, it's not going to happen until... Alright, then let's just go there. Wait, what? Oh. When is this? 1925. Okay. And here, right? Yeah, okay. Okay guys, you, coming, or?
Hamlet? You snake.
You snake! What have you been hiding?
Lord.
I don't understand. My father died, and you were ordered to turn over anything of his belongings to my mother. Why did you not obey?
What?
Well, my prince, I was preparing to destroy evidence of something, perhaps.
You're mistaken.
I have destroyed nothing. I merely withheld these documents to protect him.
True.
So you still have them in your possession. What could you possibly protect him from? Surely not death. Give them to me at once. This is something you cannot yet understand, my prince. A man has two deaths, they say. Once when he dies, and once when his legacy is forgotten. I served your father for all of his life. I didn't want anyone, least of all you or your mother, to have to see the way he was in the end. You don't get to make that choice for us. No, you don't get to take that away from me. Give me those notes, now.
No.
I will not, my prince. I serve your father above any other man. What's that? What are you doing? Wait, what's happening?
What?
What are you doing? What I should have done the day he died. What does that mean? Promised your father I would burn the contents of this chest. I'm not about to forego such a promise.
No.
Apologize sincerely. You will not destroy them. Whoa, what? Oh my god, his head is in the flames. Wow. That was... what I just did, he's dead. It's done. Now I can take what is rightfully mine. I can't believe it. You murdered him. Why?
Stay away from me.
Don't try to stop me, Ophelia. You brought this on us. On both of us. What the hell are you talking about? The chest is unlocked. There's parchment inside. God damn it. This is his handwriting.
No.
This can't be real. What does it say?
A trick.
This is a farce. A lie. It must be.
It's not true.
Father wouldn't write something like this. God damn it. What can those notes possibly say to make him react like that? Polonius dies. Hamlet becomes upset, but will recover overnight. Hamlet now believes that Queen Gertrude was unfaithful. Hamlet now believes that Hamlet killed Polonius. Hamlet now believes that King Hamlet was murdered. Okay, so I don't know what's really in the papers. Obviously, that's why I need them. But among the things that are in there is some evidence that incriminates Claudius and something that suggests that Gertrude was unfaithful. Which Gertrude would probably not want out there in the world. It's unlockable now. But did Hamlet didn't take the... Oh, shit! Oh, okay, alright. Thank you. Thank you, Zyvo. Okay. I really thought that Hamlet took them with him. Again, Polonius, not even you can save your master from hell this time. I can see defeat on ever finding that book. The Hand of Dionysus, they called it. I find references, mentions, breadcrumbs. Do you know it's been mentioned as far back as Judas Iscariot and even older still? Polonius, find the book so that no one must suffer, must die like this. Time is nothing, death is nothing. For the last 100 years alone I have lain in the garden, awaiting the trickle of my brother's poison in my ear 1,000 times. Again and again and again. How cruel should it be that this gap of time seems to begin and end with me laying in the garden on a warm spring morning? How does my brother always find a way to kill me? Is his hatred of me truly so strong? And my wife, her faithfulness useless, meaningless, the bridal bed soiled with another's lust. Let her have him if she loves him so much. Let them cavort in the halls of Elsinore, and some year hence the chambers of hell. I could not say goodbye to my only son. My regrets burn in my throat like acid, like poison. I can say goodbye only to you. So farewell, my faithful advisor. Bury me far from Claudius if it's the last thing you do. I can hear the playmaster's footsteps in the hallway, here to relieve me from this endless madness. I give up. I give up. This reads like it's almost as if time were repeating for him too. Is this what Father was afraid I'd find? The mad rantings of a man in my exact predicament. He mentions a strange cursed book. What he was searching for, his way out. Perhaps if I can find it, there's still an escape. No wonder Father didn't want the others to find out about this. Everyone saw Hamlet as a strong king. No one ever thought him insane. But if people believe that insanity runs in the family bloodline, that's cause to remove not just Hamlet, but Gertrude and Claudius from Elsinore. Ophelia acquires the information in the King's Cursed Book, which now that means that I can talk to people about it. Like Polonius. I could talk to Polonius about it. Ophelia learns more about the Hand of Dionysus. Ophelia learns more about Lost Notes, now Ash. Ophelia learns more about the Playmaster. Ophelia learns more about the Ghost. Speaking of, I think I can just make this. Hi, Britt. Well, let's see. Okay, good. Things are almost peaceful here at the start of it all. You and I are the only ones who know about what's coming for them. The rest of them, they'll never believe me, will they? It is impossible, yes. It is the rules of the larger game. This is a game to you. I did not give it that name, but it is a game all the same, one you are forecasted to lose. Hey, Shiro? Don't scratch the chair. Thank you. Now then, what news do you bring? Well, I mean, the King's Notes, the King's Curse books. Yeah,
A book?
I found your notes. They mentioned you were looking for a cursed book. You were trapped, weren't you? Just like I am now. I can feel the cobwebs of my memory being dusted away gently. Ah, to be alive, to remember my utter failure. That book, I gave up in the end, didn't I? And I let that cursed thing win, break me down. You mean the book?
Please.
Please, I know it's confusing, but start at the beginning if you can. What happened?
Yes.
Like you, I was doomed to repeat the occasion of my death hundreds of times, thousands. And like you, the timeline of my death was no more than a week. My son Hamlet was away at Wittenberg, my brother Claudius plotting to take my throne. How long was I trapped in that insane void between life and death? Centuries? Millennia? I know not. It was peaceful to forget for a while, but even now I cannot be truly dead. No, here I am, still animated, grimacing, like a starved dog brought back to life, forced to bare my teeth.
Usurper.
I cannot truly rest until my brother pays for his crime, the crime I spent 1,000 years trying to avoid. Why were you looking for the book? What did you expect to find? A way out. A choice between versions of a private hell. But I was not permitted that much. No, I had to give up. I lay there in the garden, being poisoned by my own brother over and over again, for years before I was freed. I scoured every inch of the castle, every nook and flagstone and drawer. It isn't here, Ophelia. It simply isn't. Why did I have to give up? To expire into madness alone?
Please.
Ophelia, find the book. Find the book and save your own soul. I know about Simona. I know she hid it intentionally, took it with her. You know that name. How? How can you know? I'm going to put you to rest, King Hamlet. I've decided.
I can't change it.
I'll find her and get the book from her. I'll end this for both of us, I swear.
Live on.
It is eternally more worthwhile to fight than to give up as I did, Ophelia. Never forget that. For you, hope lingers. I believe that you will live to see winter come to Denmark, putting an end to this cursed summer. So much is riding on me now. I've got to find a way to get that damn book. Yeah. Yeah, you do. But how? I think we're gonna have to stop a war. But let's do it tomorrow. Folks, that was great. Thank you. That was a lot of fun. I feel like we're close. We got to figure out how we can talk to Simona and get this book, and then everybody tells me we can break out of this crazy loop, which I'm looking forward to. So we'll play again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I think there's a chance that we could finish tomorrow. I don't know how much more there is. I'm sure there's lots of extra stuff that we could do. And we should do a Q&A. So we'll finish this tomorrow or Thursday, and we'll do a Q&A afterwards probably. And then maybe play a short hike, because that's short, or something else that's pretty short. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for being here and hanging out. Have a great day and be well and be safe. I'll see ya.